Good morning and thankful Thursday, Team Alchemy. This is the day of the week that we open it up to the entire team, although I don't think the memo got out. I don't think people got enough of notification. So text your teams, let them know. And let's just begin with a little prayer. First of all, I'm just so grateful for this team. I'm so grateful to have God in my life and to have God in our lives. I know that God is in everything. God is in these beautiful droplets that are feeding the earth and feeding the plants. God is in my tears when I cry, when I feel. God is in my love for all of you. God is in your love for each other and all of humanity. God is in everything in this beautiful sky, this beautiful clouded sky, or maybe where you are, maybe it's sunny and maybe you can see that big star that is God, that is so warm, that is so powerful, that heats us and warms us every day, that shines love and light onto us every day, that we can always return to for relaxation and warmth and connection. God is in all of our conversations and our connections to every human, every being, how we look at every animal, how we treat every person. We call upon God to be in us in the best way, and that we do life in the best way, and that we are in alignment and do everything in the best way. I pray to always see the right step before me, to always choose the right path. I pray to know and to be guided and to feel the path that is correct for me each moment, each day, each month, each cycle around the sun. And I welcome Jeffrey in. Praying for the light to always guide us, to know who to talk to and how to best empower the people around us. I pray to always be clear in how do I empower the people next to me? How do I empower myself? How do I empower myself and do self-care so that I can be the love and the light of God in all things and connect and share the wisdom of every moment and share my heart with every being. I give thanks to every one of you who is on this call today. You mean the world to me, every single one of you. Just so you know, I miss your presence when you're not here. I do. I miss your presence when you're not here. And I am so grateful when you are here. I'm like, yay, they're here. And my heart sings. I feel so alive. And the more of us there are, the more joy I feel. So just know that your presence matters and that we feel you and that you make a difference, not just like on what you say, but just your presence, just like your love, just the way you shine on camera, just the way you like shine through the screen. You're like making a difference moment to moment, just in everybody's lives, just here. So, thank you so much for being you today and every day. You're perfect. You're doing everything. Everything is, as it should be, as it shall be. You are doing everything just right. You are perfect and whole. You are totally filled with God's love. Yes, you're doing everything just right all the time. Even when it's hard and you feel like you're not, you're doing the best you can, and you'll always learn. So let's go ahead and join our journals, our gratitude Thursdays. We always start with 10 minutes of journaling. So just start writing down what you are grateful for, even in the hard things. What can we be grateful for about the challenges? And I'll go ahead and begin the music. 2 more minutes. Okay. Thank you for sharing your gratitudes with yourself. Thank you for acknowledging all that you are grateful for. Woo, we are raising the vibration and our energy together. How cool is that? Like everybody just changed their frequency by doing this exercise. And so now who would like to share what they're grateful for? Go ahead. You may begin. You're muted. There you go.
It's pretty long. I feel awfully grateful this morning.
Oh,
I'm grateful for this team and all the support, knowledge I've gained from Sculpture Jam project and how we how my committee is working. I'm doing a sculpture project this summer. Um, and how this support group supports both. And for the corporate team, David, Amy, and all their work that support us. I'm blessed for all this to be fully manifested in my why and others manifesting theirs. For my
I want to make a request. This is so beautiful. Look at your notes and then look at us and tell us from your heart what you're grateful for. Like grab it, get the idea, and then generate it for us.
I'm not real good at that,
You are very good at that.
teacher somehow, but
You are
okay.
very good at that. Like just get the idea, but then tell us, look at us and tell us, because don't be afraid to get emotional, because I can tell you're holding back.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Well, basically that I get to help others manifest theirs was the part of that last thing. I'm grateful for my new consultant. She's on here, Lena, and how she started and that she's doing so well. And that this is my best month yet ever working this for 8 years. So that's fortunate. I'm grateful for the work I'm doing locally with locals, Greg Klaus, a bunch of people that we have a Cabernet Council that's very regenerative after our Valley Fire. I mean, they're very much permaculture based and they're doing quite an amazing work in our community.
Beautiful.
I'm fortunate to be a part of all that. For Jessica, our board supervisor, who started that group, she's now our board supervisor for the county. And all my work in resilience, the permaculture work and my clay classes, just everything I'm doing, I feel really fortunate right now. If I ever feel compelled to leave where I live, it'll be very difficult.
Feeling your heart in that. You're such a beautiful human, Gwyneth. I love you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
I'm really excited to share something that I'm so grateful for. So, a few days ago, my bike was stolen, and it had just been given to me by a dear friend, and I just fell in love with this bike. And I left it parked right outside, and I was thinking, nobody's gonna mess with it. I'll get it tomorrow. I'm gonna get a bike lock soon. It'll be fine. It ended up getting taken, and I prayed that they would return it. And I sent them a telepathic message forgiving them for taking it. And it was back this morning.
What?
So I'm just witnessing these miracles, just like really testing my prayers and testing my ability to reach someone from my heart space. And that was just incredible to witness. And I had told my friend my roommate that I've been staying with about that prayer and everything. So he's the one that told me your bike is back and was like, whoa. So he got to witness that too. I was like, see?
Wow, that is true Ho'oponopono in action. Thank you for sharing that beautiful, amazing story. I have a similar story, but I'm going to save it. Oh, thank you.
And I'm thankful for you all too. I'm so thankful for this whole community and the work that I've done and just getting to be a part of this. There's so much that I could share about, so much gratitude. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you also for signing up for the May 11th workshop, the Introduction to Landmark, that's happening Thursday, May 11th. And a couple people have registered so far. So if you haven't registered, please do. It's not really registering. It's basically RSVPing. It's confirming that you'll be in attendance on our Thankful Thursday, the 11th, but it'll be from 10 to 12. It's going to be an hour forward that day. And it's like Landmark has completely changed my life. Zaya's done it. I've done it. Stephanie's done it. Felicia's done it. And we've all of our lives have been like completely transformed. And so we'll talk about that at some point. But I just want to say, like, it's in the 90-day expansion thread. If you want the link, go ahead and let me know and we'll make sure you get it. Gracie.
Hi, everybody. Thankful Thursdays are my favorite. I love to share my gratitudes. But right now, what I want to say is thank you, Rachel. One of the things that I have observed about you over the years, like Rachel and I and Anne, we've all been friends for over 2 decades. But in regard to Purium, you are so good with staying connected to the people on your team, even when we're not active. And then when we're ready to come into the fold, you're always there with information and support. And we got to have a nice little deep dive yesterday, partially deep dive. And I really, really appreciated that. And you just, I just love you. I love that you really just, you're doing great. You just give us so many opportunities to plug into and so many ways to learn and to grow. And one of the things that I was writing about is how thankful I am to have this every day. I mean, this is a big investment that we all show up to. And, you know, Rachel is like holding that, put that stake in the ground for us to have a place to come every day. And through this, oh, thanks for crying, Anne. Through this, you know, I'm giving such thanks because one of my prayers has been, you know, one of my like big sadnesses has been that I do not have a really close relationship with my mom. We're like soul close, like there's just so much there and there's so much love, but we have a very difficult time working that out in the human in our humanity. It's super challenging. And I've been feeling really adrift for like years, feeling like I don't have a mom. Like, what the fuck? You know, like I need to have someone to lean into and I need mentorship. And so Gleneth and Midge and I were in a breakout room last week. I won't be super long with this, and we just started talking about midlife stuff and bouncing ideas off of each other. And then Midge and I have like taken that a little bit farther. We talked on the Zoom a couple of days ago. And it was literally an answer to prayers because I have been asking for mentorship specifically with just like menopause and midlife and people who are a little farther ahead of me on the journey. I've just been like, who do I even talk to? Like, I don't even have anybody, you know? And Nirencar, your mom is so frigging cool. You know, it's so we have been like getting really sparked and excited about this conversation. And she's like in her 70s and I'm in my 50s. And it's like a cool span of knowledge and information. And I love that she's just energized and interested in this process. So that was like a legit answer to prayers. Like every day I've been praying, like, I want to be able to talk with someone about this stuff. I want to like have inspiration from some people that are farther along than me on the journey. And so there's just so many ways that Purium in general has brought the most frigging amazing people into my life. Last thing, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people want to share. I once had this dream about Purium and I literally saw this grid and that like all these people were lighting up on the grid and Purium was literally like this avenue for all these people who had agreements like pre this lifetime to come together and like lift our frequency and lift our vibration and make connections and have reasons, like a specific reason to work with each other and to find each other. The people I've met through Purium are some of my deepest friends and have influenced me so much over the past, like since 2015. So I'm just like so grateful for all of it. Thank you.
Oh, that just filled my heart, my cup so deeply. Thank you for sharing.
I love because I have a very similar feeling of just the inspiration of people coming in and out of my life. And yeah, being able to connect with your community, and that's really exciting. I'm really grateful for my land because I built a place that does that I bring a lot of people in. And so, yeah, having these networks and these pathways for people to connect, I think is extremely important, especially right now. And yeah, being able to lift our vibrations, because that is where I believe we're trying to get to. And sometimes we don't know how, but I think through nutrition, that is really incredible. So yeah, thank you. I think it was Anne, right, who just spoke?
That was Grace.
Grace, yes, great.
Who's
Really
under Anne? Direct to Anne.
Anne
there
and
you go.
I are actually kind of one and the same. So
Okay.
Totally.
Another thing I'm really grateful for is my organs, which is a really funny thing to be to even think of. But I'm taking anatomy right now, and so I've been seeing just the way our makeup is and our whole body, and it's just incredible how it all moves and works simultaneously and synergistically with each other. And yeah, if one goes off, the other one goes off, and it's just a mess. And so I'm so grateful that you know, I can think about my organs and really dive down into my own body and my vision. So I'm really grateful for my focus and my brain. Have it keep working so I can keep soaking in the knowledge because it feels really beautiful. And along with that is tenacity to keep going through with the dreams. And this is a really beautiful dream that I'm seeing a lot of people being connected to. So it makes me really excited. So thank you all. And thank you, Rachel. I love you.
Me too. This is such a great crew, dang. And I want to just also say that you guys, that Lena lives up in Clear Lake area, right near Gleneth, near Cobb in that area, and she has this beautiful permaculture land that she has built herself. She's a builder. She's actually like built these dwellings on there, and she's having this wonderful another event that maybe you can put in the link. And so I really, really highly recommend we all come together more often. Like for Dave's Earth Day, like a lot of us, she's signed up to go. I'm going, Shree's going. Anybody who can make it to Earth Day on Dave's land, it's like a huge opportunity to get to know Dave and Annie, his wife, who's my friend who is enrolled to me, who married him. and, and then they had a baby together. It's just going to be a beautiful weekend, kind of like the unconventions that we used to have. Unfortunately, we're not doing those anymore due to liability. So this is an opportunity to kind of come together as a team on Dave's land. And I would love for us to all come together on Lena's land. And Lena and I are talking about like planning an actual Purium retreat for our team to go and connect and actually have like a really amazing, like it can be like bonding and training and all that stuff. So I just wanted to give you that. And that's like, you built that house that you're in.
Yeah, I built this house. Yeah, I was just gonna say something real small about the it's called Divine Alchemy. It's in May. It's in the middle of May. The event that we're doing, and it's about masculine and femininity, and we're kind of merging the both of them. And we're going to have men and women, and then we're going to separate in the middle of the weekend, and we're both going to be working on our masculine and femininity, feminine stuff, and then we come together and then we integrate it all. So it's going to be really magical, really beautiful, very, you know, heart opening. And I think some of the work that we really need to do as both genders coming together so that we can rise together instead of fighting each other for whatever issues we have. So that's really exciting. And yes, I want to do Purium things. I don't care about liability. I'll have people sign. And if it doesn't, you know, if the piece of paper doesn't work, then whatever, you know, I go down forever. But I think it's important that this land is shared. And that's what I want to do. And I'm very grateful for to be able to do that. So I'll put the link for the registration in the in this chat.
Thank you, honey. Kat, you're next. And then you're in car. You want to come off mute, Kat?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hear me with my video on?
Yes.
Wonderful. I love everything that's being shared. Thank you so much, everyone. And Rachel, for that beautiful prayer and for the dancing. I forgot how much I missed you all, and what a beautiful group today. This container is gorgeous. I am so grateful for the opportunity these last couple of weeks to really dive into some deep grief, a lot of pain that's resurfaced for me. By way of my cat dying, or she hasn't died. Sorry, she's not dying. She's not going to. If I have anything to do with it, it's been an opportunity for me to really step into and really own my light. And by way of transmuting the darkness, by way of really holding everything that had been preventing me from stepping more clearly into my path and embodying what I'm meant to do, who I am, who I innately am, and who we all are, you know. And my last client, I used to advertise that I did healing work, or rather that I would teach people how to connect with their innate abilities as well, and how to integrate and transform. And my last client died a year and a half ago, and I haven't taken clients. I haven't wanted to show up on social media since that happened. And I didn't really realize how much it had affected me, and the grief and the guilt that I'd been holding on to. And Wasabi, my sweet little angel kitty, her getting really sick and having, I didn't realize how bad the tumors were. They were all.
Oh no. She must have, her reception was poor. She probably got knocked off. Nirikar, do you want to go ahead and go, and then she can continue if she comes back?
Yeah, sure. We'll watch out for her.
Her, yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
I am so grateful for this business model. Like this being together and hearing from Gleneth's share to Kat's half share, like this just lights me up so much. And I think that so I'm grateful for this container. I'm grateful to get to know each one of you. And I'm grateful to feel the eagerness of my own mission, that I really want to share this with people, like this gem right here. Like, this is what it's about. And I've really been feeling into this fact that you need a product that you align with. And in some ways, it's like not even about the products. It's about each of us elevating in our own way, whatever that looks like. And I'm so grateful to feel that eagerness within me to just keep tapping into that inspiration that women, particularly men, that they feel this power of elevation in the world, that we get to witness each other, like to watch Gleneth like exploding. I want nothing more than for all of you to like thrive and just be like the best in people that you can be. And that's why we're all here, it is to uplift each other. And there's like no better way to do that. And so I am so grateful for the consistency of this container, for you, Rachel, to like hold this space for us to continue to step into and like ignite that fire within each of us, to bring it back to this space. Like it's like this sacred portal that we're in, and then we're each reaching out and bringing people back. And so I'm just feeling that fire within me and that ability to be really clear. And so much gratitude to all of you for all your shares.
Thank you, Nirankar. That is so sweet and so special. Thank you so much for the appreciation for all of us. I wanted to say that, something unique is happening right now, which is that we are, hang on, I got to fix because I can't see what I want to see. Wait, did that work? Hold on. I just wanted to say that this container, hold on, I'm trying to see everybody. I wanted to say that this container is really unique. This is the first time we've done a 90-day where we meet every single day, Monday through Friday, and it's really working. And I want to say for those of you who are coming once a week, that the other days we have trainings, there's like a lot of stuff going on. And this is sort of like how I do a connect call every day so that everybody gets their questions answered, or everyone gets to connect with me and each other, and that I can actually do a little bit of training on, like, you know, maybe somebody has an issue the night before and then I train on it the next morning, you know, and then it helps everybody. And there's something really powerful. We really talk about staying close to the fire, right? Like, staying close to the fire is really working right now. Like, people are getting daily doses, hearing what they need to hear each day. And I want to say, like yesterday, I think it was, I did a training on how to read the back office on the unilevel team, how to really understand and use that to your advantage to get ahead, right? And so that's like a very important, distinct training for anyone who missed that. Really, really go and watch that. But we've been doing, you know, we did a training on, like, and then the day before yesterday, we were talking about how to stay present, how not to multitask, and how multitasking makes us not hear things. But I showed the specific video called How to Take Notes, but halfway through the video, he really goes into the science of what happens when people are clicking away on their computer or their phones, and how they miss stuff, right? And we're like all trying to be A students and like get this business down. So it was just like an emphasis for, like, you know, being really present on these calls, being on camera if you can, and then also on Leslie Zann's calls and all the training calls, to really be as present as much as you can whenever you're available for that. And just choosing to be available for that. Really, it's like making a choice in our lives to like be available for like for absorbing information, so that we don't miss little important nuances. And then if you're here on time, you get the training. So anyway, and of course we all have lives, you know, like Shree's on her way, she's like driving to another state right now. Like, things happen, you know, I get it. So nobody's bad or wrong. I just wanted to say, like, let's try to make the best choices we can. And stay close to the fire, because this is where you get the daily ideas. You talk to people, you hear what other people are doing. You're like, oh, that worked for her. Oh, that worked for him. Oh, wow. Okay, let me do that. And I really am seeing this team is booming right now. Team Alchemy is like almost 8,000 points in the green, which means we are 8,000 points up this month than what we were for last month, which means that all of you, something is working. Something is working for you all. So this is working because those of you who are here daily are getting like really, really important training on whatever you need. So if you need something specific, you can get it here, because even after the training, I'm available for the following hour, and I'm going into breakout rooms, and it's like little connect calls. I'm like going on to connect call to connect call to connect call, right? Just coming in and like helping you with whatever you personally need. So it's one of the ways you can get me every day, is by being on these Zooms. That said, thank you. So I just wanted to also see, like, who is coming to Dave's, who is planning to come to Dave Sandoval's Earth Day event and go glamping with us. Glennet's coming, Shree's coming. Oh, Anne's coming. Yay! And did I see any other hands? Cassie, I want your hand up. I want you to come with us. This is going to be like an amazing experience, because the team will bond, but not only that, but you're going to learn stuff. It's going to be helpful for your business. It's not just fun. It's going to actually help your business. Lena's
When is it?
It's the weekend of the 22nd, and you can it's free. It's like free.
Are we carpooling?
Sorry, who was talking? I didn't see who was talking.
Carpooling with you?
Yeah, we can carpool.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, Tara Shay's coming. So it's free. You can pay for food. They have food there. They're going to make food available if you choose that on the ticket. If somebody could put the ticket registration in the chat, that would be helpful, so that I can continue talking.
I saw that they're also doing like organic lunches. Those are free. And
so
then
the organic lunches are $40 for like Friday, Saturday, and then another $40 for Saturday, Sunday. So it's breakfast and dinner. And you can also just bring your own shakes and your own food if you don't want to pay that, but it does cost something. But we're basically, when you click on that, you're reserving it. Okay, you're reserving like that food, and so then, you know, we pay when we get there, I think. They also have, like, what are those little pods called? Those little like pods called, Lena, that people camp in. They have those available. You can rent them.
I think they have like glamping tents. I don't think they're shift pods. I'm bringing my shift pod because
no, it's a ship pod.
Shift pods, the silver ones.
Yeah, that's what they have. They have a ton of them. They do it every year.
No, that makes sense, because you said it was kind of like Burning Man out there. So
and so those are going to be available. They also have rooms available. You can rent rooms if you want to do that. It's going to be like really, there's going to be campfires. We always sing, we always play campfire. There's like 180 acres of land to play on. There's hot springs. We go in and out of the hot springs. We swim in the river, go into the hot springs, swim in the river, go back into the hot springs. We like hang out, we play. I mean, it is fun. And there'll probably be some vendors. If people want to vend, Tertia, you could sell your earrings, stuff like that. So you can totally do that there. Okay. So this is going to be a really beautiful experience together. Grace has been to many events on Dave's land. Grace, do you want to share a little bit about your experience?
Well, I'm feeling so sad because I didn't know this was happening. And my niece's, I'll just say this first, a little discharge. My niece's wedding is right before that, but I will be in Idaho. So I'm actually going to like figure out if there's some way. I don't know. Anyway, I've been wanting to be on Dave's land, and my daughter has been asking me about it. It's so beautiful. I mean, Dave's whole piece with purchasing that land, as I understand it, I think I heard at the first unconvention, was that he really wanted to, that was a place where Native elders were coming together to, just talk and work on things. And he really wanted to preserve that and have that available. So there is just a sacredness about the land, just because it is land, but also the intention and what has been happening there for a long time. We used to go, and it was called Unconvention because Dave wanted to do something that was different than like the hype of convention. He wanted us all to get to be together and have like a digital detox and get on the land and really to be there and to meet him where he's at literally and see how he lives and what he's passionate about was really affirming in regard to this mission and who I want to say like who we're supporting, but also like who is supporting us. Dave lives very humbly. He's got this like beautiful stretch of land, but he himself lives in like a very humble structure. And it's just very down to earth, and just being there without any of the context of community and training and all of that is a gift in itself. I've had some of my biggest, I'm like getting ready to cry thinking about not being able to go. I've had some of my biggest personal breakthroughs there because you don't get great service. So people aren't really on their phones a bunch, like taking pictures, yes, to post later. But being together, eating together, literally glamping and sleeping on the land and getting up and having food together and getting to talk about things and hear from Dave and then process it together. It's just fun and it's very healing. And if there's any way that you can make it happen and you're feeling like an inkling toward it, I would really say to go for it. I was thinking about this last night. Every single Purium event, I've had to stretch to get to every event, every single one. It's like I never quite have the money or the time or whatever. And every time that I make it work, I have personal breakthroughs, I have business breakthroughs, and I'm never like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have made that happen. So that's what I'll say. It's really important that we get to be together in person. So get there if you can.
Yes, thank you so much. And when Dave speaks, it is extremely potent. It is like, this is what you're coming for, is to like hear Dave communicate. That's going to be really powerful. And one of the things I'll say is invite everyone you can invite. This is a free camp out. Bring your friends, anyone you want to bring into the Purium world to like see what this is behind the scenes, so that they get the idea and that they're going to want to join your team. Like this is the perfect opportunity for them to like feel the culture of our team.
That was my next question. They don't have to already be enrolled with Purium or be a brand partner or a customer.
It has nothing to do with Purium. This is just a Earth Day camp. It has nothing to do with Purium, but it just happens that the Purium community is going to be probably the majority of the people who will be there.
Okay, cool.
Perfect opportunity. So bring friends, bring anyone you want. This is the time, right? This is the time to expose people in this beautiful way. Lena,
is there a flyer
from before? Sorry, what?
Is there like a flyer or an advertisement or something of invite?
Chat. I think someone probably posted it in the chat. If not, would somebody please post the link? Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
It's in the chat.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So register, please, there. And yes, Lena, did you have your hand raised?
Oh, no, I thought that was just, I raised it for saying that I was going.
Okay,
Wait,
thank you. Glad you're
oh,
going.
I need to take it off, huh? Sorry.
Kat,
Okay,
were you using it to say you're going as well?
Yes, I would love to go. I am going, yes. And also, I just want to share that my cat is healing. All of the tumors in her head are gone. Her blindness dissolved and was gone 2 weeks ago. Neurological, more
Awesome.
all back. And it's been a really hard, it's been so painful. And then she was going through congestive heart failure. Like it's just like one thing after the other, but she's offering me an opportunity to step so much more deeply into my health, my vitality, these products, really honoring what my body needs in order to uh, purify my vessels so that I may be a conduit for source light and love, and like be able to transmit that for her, and also develop more of the vocal alchemy, more of the frequency that is healing, and it's transforming tumors. I'm like, what is happening? We are so magical and so powerful. And when we feed our bodies this high vibrational, cellular, life-giving nutrition, oh my goodness. And I am so obsessed with the CAMPOUT blend right now. I love that. Yeah,
Speaking of
it's
which, are you giving your cat Biomedic?
yes. I
Okay.
stopped for a little bit because her organs are they're struggling, and I'm wondering, do you think the Biomedic, because the Biomedic makes me detox a lot because of my history with the food
You
systems.
don't give
And
her that much. You just give her a little sprinkle because she's small,
yeah,
right? So you're not giving her a whole capsule. You're just giving her like a quarter.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that can help a lot. That can help with the tumors. That can help with everything that you mentioned, all the pain, everything.
I have been
Awesome.
giving, yeah, and I've been making her own food. I'm gonna go to the store here in a bit and go get some more stuffs.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. I want to move on because we do have Ali B who's been waiting to present.
Oh yeah.
I know if it's great. We're like at the end of the hour, and I just realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have you sharing a tool with us that we're all going to participate in. Do you have time to do that?
I do have time to do that.
That's exciting.
So I just thank you. It's basically going to be what I shared yesterday. I think it's the same thing. So
So you're going to lead us through the process. So we all get
yes,
to
I will. So if you all want to get a piece of paper, a fresh piece of paper out, and you're going to put 2 lines down the center of it so that you'll have 3 columns.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank yous. All right. So in the center, we're going to write center, and we're also going to write outcome and results.
It broke up. What did you say? We're going to write what?
In the center, we're writing center, outcome, and results. And that's the heading for the center column.
Thank you.
All right, then in the left, I put on the top left brain. And under that, I'm going to put the word MAP, which stands for Massive Action Plan. And then on the right, we're going to put right brain. And under that, we'll put purpose and why. So in this center column, we're gonna pick something that we want to accomplish, something that goal of ours. It could be anything. It could be anything to do with your Purium business. It could do with anything, any area that you want to reach a goal in your life. It works for anything. And be as specific as you want. The more specific, the better, they say.
We have like a minute or two to write.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
Okay, perfect.
Which column was that?
That's the center column. The center column of what you want to accomplish, your outcome, your results, what it is that your goal is.
I'll set an alarm so that we all feel the safety of knowing there's a certain amount of time. I'll set it for 3 minutes. How about 3 or 2?
That sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Is this just one outcome or multiple?
You can put multiple in here if you you can do this for any goal and every goal that you have. But right now, if you want to focus on one or two, that's a good idea.
Sorry. What did you say about the left? Must save.
We're not
The
there.
left is
Oh,
we haven't done it, but the left side is entitled Left Brain, and it stands for MAP, Massive Action Plan.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
So
And then
that's
if you didn't,
the
oh, go ahead.
specifics of how you're going to get to the goal, right?
That's right. That's right, Gleneth.
yeah. Let's just stick with the center column for now so people can stay in their right brain and right. Okay, you have 1 more minute. Ten more seconds. There it is.
All right. So then on this the left brain side, the left column, real quick, we're going to go through what our goals are that we've written down, and we're going to write what date we want to accomplish this outcome or this goal by. And that's all we're going to do on that right column for right now. Or I mean, on that left column, my bad. How we doing? We ready for the next portion?
Can I just get that clarity? So the right on the right is the right brain and it's about your goals, specifics?
The right okay, wait. I think I might have been really confusing. I think I said the wrong side when I first started. What we just did was we wrote down a date on the left side, real quick. But the right
Which
side,
is
okay. So the left side is the
the map,
massive, the massive action plan.
action plan. Okay.
And then the right brain, the right side, that one is titled Purpose and Why. And
Okay.
that's the right brain, which is our creativity and all that jazz. So now, speaking of the right brain, that side that's entitled Purpose and Why, we're going to go for, we're going to look back to the center outcome results, and we're going to look at each one, and we're going to actually feel and embody what it feels like to have reached that goal. And we're going to write some words and some sentences about what that feels like on the right side, the purpose and the why. And you can expand into that and talk about your purpose and your why and why it feels this way once you've reached that goal.
All right, let's take 3 minutes.
Great.
Few more seconds. Go ahead and wrap that up, whatever you're writing. Take a moment to complete that thought.
All right, y'all. So then in the very last column that we're going to be working with, the left brain, the massive action plan, the how we're actually going to get there. For each of the goals under where we've written the dates that we want to accomplish this outcome and these results by, we're going to start listing all of the actions that it's going to take us to get there. And not only are we going to then, we're going to list those actions, we're also going to have like sub bullet points of when we're going to do those things, and we're going to start scheduling them into our calendars so that we actually take the time to make these goals and results a reality. It's awesome, I think. This was shared by those really cool, I don't know what their names are, Kelsey and the twins.
It
Or
was
they are
actually
twins.
created by Tony Robbins. Actually, this is the Tony
Ah!
Robbins exercise, and then the Flemings taught it on the Tuesday Maps call.
Dude, that was so cool. Thank you, Rachel.
Rita Fleming.
So cool.
Sisters.
Allie, Robert distracted me and I don't know what to do now.
No worries. So on the left brain, the massive action plan, underneath each of the dates where we want to accomplish these results and outcome, we're going to start writing down specifically what are the things that we're to do, take action to make
Okay.
those goals a reality. And then
Got it.
after we get those written down, we're going to start, you know, planning the dates and marking them in our calendar when we're going to do all these things so that we can make that goal a reality.
Yeah, got it.
And I gave us 5 minutes for this. Thirty more seconds. There it is.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for sharing that with me. And thanks for even sending me the link to watch that March huddle. That was just great. It was really uplifting. I was smiling for hours afterwards. It was so cool.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yay. Would anyone like to share? Ooh, that was so juicy. Thank you so much. It feels so good. I want to just say that it felt so good to, it just felt so good to get that all out on paper, and just made me feel very like committed to my plan, and very like I know what the plan is. Like, it's so easy to want something, but not really like think about like, and like commit, and having like a clear structure for how to get there. So thank you. Anybody want to share anything? And this is so perfect too. I just want to say, because this is such a great exercise to do at the end of the month, and that's why they did it on the Tuesday call, is because we are going to actually create and share our action plans on the first of the month. So we are going to upload them into the Team Alchemy page, the Team Alchemy group. That's where we actually are going to share these. So you can actually put your business part of this into that. You can actually share this if you want, as your vision plan on the first of the month. So on this Saturday, after our Saturday morning call, we will huddle as a team, and then we can do our action plans together and post them if you are able to come to that. So that part will be after our call. So starting at 11 or starting at 10:30 Pacific time is when the team huddle is for the first of the month. Okay, Grace.
Well, first of all, thank you, Holly. That was awesome. And it's just great to hear your voice and you offering something that you're, feeling excited about. So thanks for stepping up to the mic on that. And I agree with Rachel, just like, man, that was a nice relief. It actually helped me see that the things I've been thinking about are it's like very attainable, and just getting to organize it in my brain is so helpful. But the two things that I put in the middle were to reach 5K a month income from my own offerings. Like my daughter's dad contributes to my finances. But I really want to be like solidly generating $5,000 from what I do. And then the second piece was to create a menopause, like local menopause based 10-week experience here, circling weekly. And I think that that's part of reaching into, getting that 5K. But I totally tuned out in the beginning when you said, like, when we got to the left brain side and you were asking us to put down our goals and specific dates and stuff. And that's where I get really crunched up in my brain. But I just told myself, I was like, it's okay. Just like whatever comes to mind, whatever occurs to you, just write it down. And so I did, and it's all like, yep, this is pretty cool and like easy, and things I can do and things I even feel excited about. And one of the things that, in terms of Purium, like for me, it's just reinvigorating my local team, because I do have a team. Everyone just went inactive when I went inactive, kind of. And then, doing the 90-day for myself, doing my own 90-day journey of the nutrition again in a really committed way. And then like going into my back office and literally just reaching out to everybody and being like, hey, it's spring. We're doing a cleanse. Here we go. So it just seemed, it just seemed attainable, like once I wrote it down. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate
it. Beautiful, Grace. Thank you. And then before Niranka goes, I just want to say, by the way, Grace, I've been thinking like Andrea, I'm forgetting her name, but the acupuncturist, like tell her about our weekly calls, especially the Saturday eczema, because she likes to invite to those. Yeah. Niranka.
So you were talking about doing this once a month. How often did they say? It was like once a week. Like, how often do you visit this, do you think?
Me personally, or are you asking like what they are suggesting or recommending?
What do you think? Yeah, each of us. What do you think? What does this feel like? Because I've heard that Tony Robbins does this daily.
Yeah, he does it daily. What do you have a response, Allie, since you were on the call?
They didn't have any specific times or anything like that, but I mean, I would recommend that we at least look at it daily, right? At least look at the things that we do so that they're like present in our mind and they're a part of our and our gratitude and our action plans. But like also then I'm sure it's going to be different for everyone because we all have different dates that we want to reach these goals by. And if we're aiming to, you know, we're striving to continue with our growth, that maybe we should have a new action plan even before these other goals are reached. So I think it'll be different for everyone, right? But yeah, I didn't know that about Tony Robbins. That guy is awesome. So do it like he does, right? Yeah. I don't know.
Do it like he does.
Can I chime in on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the idea that I had when I was doing it, because I'm definitely a very visual person, like even with my clothes and stuff, if I put them in a drawer, they no longer exist. I don't even own that thing if I can't see it, you know? So my thought is like literally when I leave work, because I'm nannying right now, I'm gonna stop by Staples, I'm gonna make like 5 photocopies of this, and I'm gonna have one in my bathroom, one on my fridge, one in my car, and then I'm going to keep this by my bed and just like look at it in the morning and look at it at night. Because if I can see them and just read through it really quickly, it'll bring the things will light up that I need to take care of in that day or that feel easy to me or feel like I can reach them. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, that's what I'm saying I'm going to do.
Ditto. I'm going to write this out really nicely and I'm going to put it on my fridge, which is where my vision board is. And I'm going to also make a copy that I'm going to keep next to my computer so that I just look at it daily. So thank you for that.
We could also screen print it and have it as like screen print it, screenshot it, screen print it and wear it on a t-shirt every day. Yeah. But like have it on your phone for the wallpaper or something.
And I invite you all to actually post something from this in the Team Alchemy page. If you would all please post that as like part of your, and we can post now for the beginning of the month. It's the 30th. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. And then the first, so you can post your action plan early, right? We can start earlier in the month. It's okay. So I just want to say, just to reiterate what the vision plan is we say, I am, and then we write our name, and I'll share it in the thread so to remind you so you can look at it visually. But I am, I, Rachel Valentat, am extremely grateful, relieved, excited now that I am, and then whatever your rank is, by, April 31st, or however many days in April, there's 30 days. So now that I am this by April 30th, right? Now that I am this rank by April 30th, I have this many points. And then you can even go so far as to say I have this many points per day. So you kind of break it up, right? And then you can actually share this, a screenshot of this in there. Or you can just write it out and just say like, this is my goal, this is my why, and this is how I'm going to get there. So that you're actually sharing this in there. So you actually get the result of actually writing it again. By writing it in there, you're actually getting the experience of like reliving what you've created here. My outcome, my goal is, and what it feels like to have reached that goal by, and then here's my plan to attain that. Okay. Beautiful. And one thing I just want to say too is that I cannot believe how much my support group is going off. I literally enrolled 2 people 2 days in a row with a 90-day. Yesterday, I helped a woman in my group who she's getting it for her and her daughter. They both have Hashimoto's. Her daughter was diagnosed with Hashimoto's at age 5. So if you want support creating a Facebook group, I will personally support you. So yes, okay, Grace, is that like a hand up? Yeah, I will totally help you. So we can go into the breakout rooms or we can do it here, but I will definitely help you guys create your Facebook group. It is blossoming. That group now has almost 500 people in it. It's like every day I'm like, oh my God, there's like so many more people in this group. And my welcome list is getting longer and longer and longer every single time I welcome people. And it is literally the best prospecting I've ever encountered. I'm like, I can't believe I wasn't doing this 9 years ago. I have never hit anything besides the 3K club. And now I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit the 5K club. I'm going to hit the 10K. Like now I'm seeing how that's done. I'm like, okay, this is how it happens. So I'm snowballing in that group. And this is like, even as a crown, as a 2-star crown, like that's never happened to me before. So if I can do it, you can do it. And yeah, and you're all welcome to like share your stories in that group. If you get prospects out of that group, that's fine. Okay. All right.
Rachel,
Yes.
you want me to remind you about Trello? Remember last night?
Yes. Okay. So really quickly, I'm going to show you a tool that I use for prospecting. And this is not for prospecting, but for keeping a track of my people. And you can use it literally on your phone, or you can do it on, I tend to use my phone a lot more than my computer. So I have it on my phone. And so I'm going to actually just really quickly show you how you can, I'm going to log in and I'm going to show you how you can actually use Trello to track your prospects and stay in touch with them. So you remember to do 7 touches. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm sharing my screen. I'm logging in with my phone here. I'm going to share my screen because it's really easy to lose track.
Yes.
Let me mute. Okay, here I am. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So this is Trello right here. This app right here, this little blue one right here, Trello. That's it. Okay. So I highly recommend you download this. I have my prospect list. Okay. So this is everyone from my Hashimoto's group that I'm in conversation with. And I put the date in there for some of them. It's not very organized in terms of like the way it looks right here, but I put their names. I can also, and I sent replay of the Hashimoto's video. Some of these people I've signed up. This is the woman I signed up yesterday. I can actually click on that and I can actually put on here, enrolled or signed up on, 3/29. If I want to keep track of that, and I can just say, 90-day plus core 4 for daughter. We'll call when pack arrives, right? So I can put notes there. We'll call when pack arrives. So I always tell everyone, call me when your pack arrives, because that way I don't have to keep track. It's like a lot to keep track, right? So I just tell them, call me, let me know when your pack arrives and we'll go through it. And then when their pack arrives, then I'll say, okay, and then this woman just bought the day before. Debbie Carr bought the day before. And so I'll just put, 90-day. Started on whatever, 3/29/28. So that's like how big. I've never done this. I've never experienced this before. And so, all these people have Hashimoto's, so just like, it's easy. They're just all in this one thing. But then I also have prospects from post. So these are people I've sent the menopause link to. Teresa's already on our team, but they commented on my post. All right. So I sent them the menopause. So, and the cool thing too is I can create new boards. These are people who are interested in brand partnering that I'm in conversation with, that I need to circle back with. These are what I can do is I can move them over, and I can like say, Lizzie's, I can move them over and say, now she's a customer, right? But actually she's now a BP. She just became a brand partner. So I can just say BP. So I can create a BP list. I can move this over, right? And now I can go, she's not just a customer, she's a BP. So that's one way you can use this. There's different ways to use this, but yeah, like I can put little comments like, this woman's hot, like she's very interested. That was the 3:15. Oops, I didn't get back. See, she's hot, she's totally interested, and I didn't get back to her. Now I'm like, oh my God, like there's a star there. I need to like get back to her. I can even put her to the top of the list. I can put her at the top of the list. Like I need to get back to these people. So how does that sound? Do you guys like the look of this? I have to come off mute because I can't see anything. It feels like they might use this. Oops,
I was just looking through my apps the other day and I was like, oh, Trello, I bet that would be helpful, because I get a little overwhelmed, like this handwritten columns thing that we just did. My massive action plan column, I ran out of room on all the things I have to do, and it kind of started creating like anxiety. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited that you reminded me of this because I was just thinking the other day that Trello would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, you can use it in different ways. You can use it to also just write your massive action plan, and you can have like, these are like the things I'm planning to do. Did you guys like that? How you can move things around? Like it's a very like mobile board.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, so that's it. Hope that was helpful. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. We have 25 more minutes. Sorry about that, but thank you for letting it be a long call. I think it was a good Zoom today.
Will you drop that in the